which is a daring thing to do when I can't see the stream window. And I think we're live. Welcome to the #1 Tyrannid shit show on the internet, coming to you live from... Where are we coming from, Hydra?
We're coming live from Rick Priestley's doormat.
Doormat! That's a good one. Oh shit. That's the wrong thing. What the hell am I doing?
Good question.
Aha! Well, that was a bit self-referential. Well, it wouldn't be the creature conference if we didn't start off with something broken.
What did you break?
I broke some. Wait, what the hell? Why is that? Oh, that's what I want to turn off. There we go. What the hell? I think your video's frozen, Simon?
Let it pick up a
Oh,
second.
it's back now. It's back now. Okay. Yeah, welcome to the shit show. Sorry about being a shit at the shit show and breaking all the things.
There we go.
Oh, and Marco's there as well. Good evening.
Live and oh, Marco's here. Nice. Oh shit, the audio might be busted.
Surprise! Glad to be aboard.
Someone, I think Mama Negan said it was distorted, but I don't know if that was just me messing around or if the audio's bust.
It's all Eric's fault.
Oh, well, the video... Okay, audio levels are a little low. I can fix that.
Let me check where I put my 5th member stickers.
Hopefully not anywhere near your computer. My audio looks pretty high. I feel like your guys' audio...
Liar! Liar!
It's all lies.
Oh shit, I sound like I'm broadcasting from a tumble dryer, which probably means that my input... Oh no, it's on the right thing. Sorry, what if I'm right here? Does this sound any better? Because I was actually like halfway across the room. This is hopefully this sounds better.
Pretty good, yeah.
Okay, good.
It's not as if we're doing this every week, huh?
Shut up. Smart guy. Yeah, so welcome to this week. Let's do that again. Welcome to this week's Creature Conference. We're coming to you live from Rick Priestley's doormat. This is the #1 Tyrannid shit show in the internet, as you can see from the shit show that just kicked this thing off. And we got a special guest tonight. We are joined tonight by Metal Beardy Beard Eric, who you might know Metal Beard Eric from Instagram. Flynn couldn't make it this evening, so Metal Beard has decided to step in and monitor for us. So welcome, Eric.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Welcome.
This is gonna be the bestest show ever.
Well,
Good.
your guys' video is like super. It keeps freezing for me. Okay, I think it's working now. So, Simon, you wanna kick us off with a little tour? Want to tell us what you're doing?
Yes. That's what I'm trying to capture here. My this is what we dubbed last week the laboratory, right?
Whoa.
So yeah, this is where I intend to work at some point. So this is going to be my my building desk, and this is at some point going to be my painting desk. At some point, and it still looks like a shit, like a mess. Oh, Marco, do you know that skull?
Ooh, that's a good looking skull.
Nice.
Yeah, so Marco bought that skull, and when he bought it, I think I sculpted something for him, and he bought me one as well.
It's so rare these days. It's really worth a lot of money.
Yeah,
Oh,
then it's
good.
good that it fell down almost on my wife's head, and it's broke off its front teeth.
You can repair it. I've repaired mine like 10 times already. It's no problem.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, so this is my, the laboratory. So part one is work desk, and since I don't have much space, I have big wooden chests with rolls under it,
Oh, cute! I
for
like
even
that.
more storage. Yeah, there's another one. So I have 2 seats that are storage at the same time, and I have all kinds of boxes, and I still have boxes and more boxes, and I have no idea how I'm going to get a system into all that, but you know, order is something for someone who's too lazy to search. And if someone's asking, yes, the Mona Lisa, which is in the Louvre hanging, is not the real one. I got the one down there. Yeah. So also I unpacked my Masters of the Universe collection and came to the realization there are lots. There are way more than I expected them to be.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So this is the one room we talked about last week, and yeah, if I ever going to paint again, there's more paint stuff waiting there. So, and I'm going to hide the camera now because you don't need to see my laundry drying.
Why?
Why not?
Yeah, because
I want to
it's
see all your sexy
my
undies.
laundry. You can
Show us the
Ooh.
whole
see my
video.
underwear, but
Is it sexy?
of course it is.
So, that,
So, hang on.
so share it.
For maximum.
I don't think
maximum
anyone wants to see
wow.
Hydra's Cthulhu thong.
Sure.
Okay, to be fancy here. Okay.
Are the tentacles in the front or the back?
It's a good question, Eric. Are the tentacles in the front or the back, Hydra, on your Cthulhu thong?
Both.
Oh my!
Okay, so here's my new social room, and the cool thing is that I can switch on those lights and these as
That's intense.
well. That's
I
cool.
like the broken aesthetic.
Nice.
And this brick wall has taken me ages to clean up, but it's kind of coming along. And at
Looks
some
like-
point, there's an old chimney in here, and I installed a switch and electric, thing in there. So at one point, I want to have light in there as well.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, and I have finally found a resting place for all my white dwarfs and the other bullshit. And some more brick walls and the painting, or no, the print.
Ooh. What's he
has
called? What
finally a
tower?
place.
What?
Yeah.
Something Tower. What's his new
silent-
name?
The Silent Tower. Yeah, I have just cleaned up this wall to hang this there. No, not really. And at some point, I have these 3 cabinets which I want to fill with my miniatures.
Not your He-Man?
And no, I still have He-Man, and I have no idea where to put them.
Well, you filled a whole room
but-
with them, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, there are more. And I don't
my.
have my Star Wars stuff anywhere. But I will be sitting here now. And yeah, I'm going to switch now.
Thanks for the tour.
Yeah,
Cheers.
you are welcome.
That was a good way to kick us off. So, yeah, people have been having a party in the chat before we even showed up. I was happy to hear that so many people had already arrived and that everyone was keeping each other entertained while we were getting everything set up. Have you noticed anything fun going on in the chat yet, Eric, that we should touch on?
Not too much. Few people having some bad flashbacks about brick walls and renovations.
Oh yeah.
Well said. Well said.
Brett Evans just showed up.
Hey, Brett,
Good evening.
welcome. Morning. No, it's morning where Brett is. I think he's in
Yeah.
Australia.
Okay.
I only know that because you said good morning, peeps.
So hi.
Nice. So
Am I
yeah.
cut off?
So
Or is no one talking?
no one's talking. Marco, what's that weird thing on your workspace that looks like some kind of video game controller?
Ask me later.
All right, I'll
It's
make a note
just,
to ask you later.
I am fighting the good fight. Ask me in 2 minutes, please.
It's his battering.
I was gonna say.
Are you building more Space Marine crap?
No.
No, it looks
Don't
like
you worry.
from his
Yeah.
Batman costume.
No, it isn't. Guess more.
Ah,
Continue guessing. You can
Is
do
it a
it.
stand?
For what?
A stand for holding something up?
It's not.
Oh, it's
That's a good
something for your
guess.
armor.
Yeah, closer, closer. Good, good, good. Simon, you get a cookie?
some part of Darth Vader.
Nope.
No, it's too edgy for Darth Vader. It's
Oh,
not
you can do
your.
it.
It's not your Mando again, right?
It is. I told you guys.
Okay.
I need to finish fucking Mando before I can do the gun beast.
Uh,
And it's
Whoa!
the final Mando part I'm working on right now.
the
And
final.
my job next. Yeah, very close actually. And my job for today is done. I'm finished. That's it. Woo!
Is it
Woohoo!
what part is it? Is it the Mando Bull?
It's the Mando balls.
Do you see what I did there? Oh, Mando balls. Okay, I see what you did there.
You see what I did there? No, it's the Mandalorian leg armor. The leg armor on the knee has on one side hard armor, on one side it's leather, and this is the
Yep.
hard armor part. You can see it here on the camera. And
Yeah.
it attaches like this. Bam.
Yeah.
And then you have two halves which clamshell together. And then you have a Mandalorian armor. And you're really goofy. And I don't know if you've seen Book of Boba Fett this week. Mando's
Oh,
pretty
no.
cool. Holy
Oh.
shit. Boba has become old and soft, but Mando, he's still got it.
I was about to say I would be interested in your opinion on that, but without spoilers.
Hard to do without spoilers, but I was very satisfied.
Yes. Okay. I would totally agree with that.
I would say it was the best Book of Boba Fett episode without Boba Fett in it, which is quite a thing.
Okay.
Hmm. I started
Oh.
watching it previous to
Okay.
the show and didn't. Yeah, I intended to paint and start painting, but yeah, I
No
started
painting was
watching
done?
the show and got stuck there because it
Okay.
is good. It's good.
Yes, it was very satisfying. And the thing is, I promised to myself to finish the Mandalorian armor finally before I started painting on the Gun Beast, but I
Yeah.
wasn't strong enough, so the Gun Beast lured me in too early. Which is all fine for you, I guess. But I still have to get this fucking thing. I've been working on the armor like for 2 years or something, and I just need to get it done.
Excuses. All I'm hearing is excuses.
Yes. But I'm so close now. I'm so bloody fucking close.
All I'm
Yeah,
hearing
and
is the
I'm
gun
finished.
beast is too sexy.
So Nick, shall we talk about the new Elder today?
Sure, let's do it. Then I can actually start working on stuff. Okay, so allow me to not screw this up again. Ah, it worked. Okay, so for anyone who did anyone checked out the LVO previews?
You mean like
Um,
actually watching?
No, why would you watch it? Okay.
I did.
You watched it?
No. No,
I
of course
checked
not.
out the individual video.
Okay,
Sorry, what was that?
was my.
Eric?
I watched the
Come again?
individual videos. I was pretty underwhelmed, but that guy right up there is pretty cool.
All right, I'm gonna fix my microphone situation. If it falls on the ground and makes a really loud noise, I'm
That's loud.
sorry. Oh, sorry.
So you mean
Is this
after,
better?
after years of doing this shit, you finally want to fix it?
No. This is just temporary. I've got. Hold on, I'm gonna
Oh
fix
no,
my
it's
levels
not
because they're
you,
way high.
man.
I just forgot
What?
an important message.
What's that?
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the stream.
Oh my God, Eric, you're the best. Eric, you can come back anytime. Good work, buddy. Making Flynn proud.
Minded dude.
Who
I didn't
always
come up
wait?
with
Who
it
always?
on my own.
We got
That
someone
is
who always does it for us. Who is it? I can't remember her name, but she's always really good at that. Oh wait, Flynn's here. What the hell? Flynn, go do your thing. Go do your thing with Boris Johnson. Go get drunk with Boris Johnson, man.
What?
Flynn is not with us this evening because he has a quote unquote work event. And I'm like, why quotes? He's like, like the work events that our prime minister was doing. I'm like, oh, okay. Diana, thank you,
I
Tom
can-
Wilson. Yes,
I can tell
Diana
you
usually reminds us to like and subscribe.
Flynn is finally getting professional because we are too bad for him. He's upgraded himself.
He's gonna have his own channel. He's gonna fuck these guys.
All time, he's too good.
At some point, we'll need to pay him then, right? Right?
Uh-oh.
I always suspected it will come to this, actually.
Yeah.
I pay
But
Flynn the
the
same
little
way I pay everyone else with stickers.
The little one will outsmart the old ones.
Always.
Okay.
Oh,
So yes, last night at god awful o'clock, no matter where you are, except for Brett Evans, because Brett Evans was probably watching it like in the middle of the afternoon. Games Workshop did a preview stream from the Las Vegas Open. I learned long ago not to watch these things live because they always seem to be like disappointment fests. It's better to just go and look at the pictures after and be disappointed after the fact, rather than like taking the time to sit there and wait.
Stop the negativity. Stop it. We're bubbly, fun, happy people around here.
Anyway, so I looked at them this morning, and I'm kind of glad I did because for some reason I always get my hopes up really high, and then it's just kind of okay. There was some good shit, but there wasn't a lot of shit. They were like, we're gonna give you previews for like 5 different things. It was gonna be the Horus Heresy and like Necromunda and like Age of Sigmar and Kill Team and Warhammer 40k. And the only things that look, we just got paid by Johnny Van Cleve. Oh no, don't tell Marco, he's gonna get a yacht.
This is going to start again. No.
About time.
Johnny, no super chats, man. What did I tell you? You can't do that. Marco claims all of them for his yacht fund.
Good.
But thank you, Johnny Van Cleve. That's very generous. Metal Beard Eric, you're gonna get some yacht rides once Marco buys one.
What?
Yep.
I thought that's how we got paid.
All right,
Now
so
we're trying to finally meet because we're going to drive then to North America on the boat.
on the yacht.
Yay.
Oh, shit, that's
I
not-
cannot pronounce that the English way, therefore I'm calling it the boat.
Yacht.
Yacht.
Perfect, Nick. Perfect. It's a yacht.
It's Y-O-T. Simon, how would you say Y-O-T?
Y-O-T.
It's
Yacht.
a word spelled Y-O-T. If I wrote a word down on a piece of paper, I wrote down the letter Y, the letter O, and the letter T. How would you say it?
It's
Yacht.
a yacht. Yacht.
Yeah, yacht.
Yacht. A yacht, not a yacht. A yacht.
Yeah.
Whatever. I don't know. It's all the same thing. You got it right.
Okay,
Uh,
sorry.
Okay, so yeah, let's start with this guy. I think that this guy was the coolest bit of the bunch. So this is the Eldar Corsair that they...
I need to stop you there because you started off with you're not very overwhelmed by what you saw because you get your hopes up and things. And funnily, I have to admit that I just previously did my homework to the show and looked up the whole thing. And
Look at you.
yeah, surprise, because I thought, well, once I should be prepared. And I have to admit, I was, aside from a few things, I was really excited by what I saw.
Okay, well, let's get into that. Like, we'll go through all the stuff. Well, we'll go through all the Xeno stuff, because who cares with the rest? So I want to hear what you have to think. So first of all, this guy. What do you think about this guy?
I'm going
Hello?
to start because, yeah, hello. I can hear you.
Hold
I can
on.
hear you.
My
Down.
Bluetooth is not working.
Oh
What the
yay!
hell?
What we saying?
Oh my god. Sorry, one sec. I can't hear what the hell you're saying.
Hooray!
Hello?
Hello.
Finally.
Can you guys hear me?
finally. Yes,
I
What
can
the
hear you.
hell? Why can't I hear you?
that happens when you go fancy. Can the chat hear me or hear Marco?
Check, 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 check.
Hello.
Checkity, checkity, checkity.
Okay, you guys just keep talking. I'm having technical
Checking.
difficulties.
The chat seems pretty interested about ash wastes.
Yep.
What kind of cat is it, Eric?
Okay.
Cat.
Apparently,
What cat?
Yeah.
No, the chat.
the chat.
Of the
There's
chat
the
cat.
issue.
I see. There's the issue.
it's the chat cat, the fearsome chat cat. Oh. I'm not sure if we can be heard or the whole thing went to hell.
Whoa, I checked back just to hear the whole thing went to hell. Sounds like I missed a really great conversation.
Yeah. I was asking if we can be heard or the whole thing just went to hell.
I'm pretty sure what happens is when I can't hear you, everyone else can hear you. Because
Chat says they can hear us.
Okay, apparently they can hear us. They just ignore us. Great. We're having super chats that ignore us. Yay! Well, you guys go ahead. Fun. And
were you asking them for input and they were just ignoring you?
Yeah, I asked if they can hear you, if they can hear us while you could not be heard.
You have to remember they get everything delayed. And then I think their comments might also be delayed posting up, so it's not their fault.
Yeah, of course. That's what they all say. It's not our fault.
All right. What happens is that I was monitoring on my Bluetooth headset and then I think it died and then I had to switch to the monitor on my microphone but then I had to switch another setting. So I can't hear you, but your audio is still going out on the stream. So you guys can keep talking even if I'm fucked up.
That's cool.
Finally. Go away now. Go away.
The only person who's impacted is me because I can't hear you guys. So that's when I'm like, "Oh shit, I can't hear you guys." That's when you just like talk shit about me. Because they can hear you. You can hear you. I can't hear you.
Hooray. Okay,
And he
well,
can hear us.
we start with talking about this whole LVO thing. I don't
Yeah.
know if you remember, but yeah. Yeah, that Eldar is great. I just love how segmented his armor is.
Ooh yeah.
I'm not sure about the bird. It doesn't need for me the
No.
bird.
No.
It's a bit like, "Oh, I'm a pirate. I have a parrot."
What's the fucking peg leg?
You gotta convert it, man.
Peggy wants cookies. But other than that, I think he's pretty cool, and he's as someone said in the chat, he's somewhere in between Dark Eldar and Craftworld Eldar.
Which is key.
Yeah, which
Like
is
that's
pretty
really cool.
And on another level, I really enjoy how they use Kill Team to try out new things.
Dude, that is the one thing I'm most excited about for Kill Team because that's what you kind of saw them do with Warcry. Well, a little bit Warcry with all the Chaos people, but especially with Warhammer Underworlds. I'm like, when do we get the Warhammer 40k version of the Warhammer Underworlds? Here's a random warband with a bunch of weird dudes in it.
Yep.
Like, it's so key. Although the only thing that I will the only question I had, like this guy, I love this guy. I think he's so friggin' cool. Why not Exodites? Like, don't we need Exodites more than we need Corsairs? What do you guys
Dude,
think?
I was thinking about that like 1 week before, without any relation to anything whatsoever. I
Okay,
was
tell
thinking,
us. Tell us what you think about this guy, Marco, and then you can talk about Exodites.
I find him lukewarm, but he's good.
Okay.
I think he's totally fine, but for some reason it didn't excite me too much. I don't know why.
I think you probably would have been more excited if they'd shown us the whole friggin' squad. Why are they so? Why are they like blue balling us, giving us one model?
I'm totally sure, and I love the term blue balling because there's no German substitute for it. But I like the sketch a bit more than the actual model in the end. But
Oh, the
I'm
drawing.
sure
Yeah.
I'm sure they're going to be fine.
Captain Timbali has a interesting point.
Yeah?
Why does it look like a bird from planet Earth?
Yeah,
That's a very good
as
question.
always. As always.
Could have been a bat. Would have been something more
Hey,
fun.
maybe the Corsairs raided Earth and stole all the parrots. Who knows?
Absolutely. They are
Yeah,
to
because-
blame.
Yeah, Earth is not very comfortable for animals to live, so they rescued all the birds. It's like in Traveler's Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Yes.
Like, parrots,
Yeah.
when everything went to shit, it wasn't the dolphins, it was the parrots. Yeah, we're going with his pointy ears, and you guys go and suck balls.
Well, she could have had, or he could have had a really cool dragon, but unfortunately, the dragon quota was already filled by the Inquisitor.
I think a dragon would have been lame.
And why wouldn't you steal all the birds? I would. If I was an alien overlord, I would steal all the parrots.
Of
And
course, you
It's
would.
clear that they can do like cool Eldar creatures because they did that cool Eldar cat thing with
Yep.
Yenid. Not
You
Yenid.
know how it's called, huh?
What's her name?
The gyrings. It's the gyrings.
Sorry, the gyration. What was that?
The gyrings. It's
Sorry,
is
you're
a-
gyrating. What was that?
Ah.
Come on, Marco, twerk on
Hydra, you had
camera.
a message
I
from
want to
Wickford.
work with professionals one day. One day.
What's that, Eric?
Hydra had a message from Wickford in the
Yes.
chat. I don't know
Saw
if you saw
that.
Should I
Hello,
try and
Double.
read it in bad German?
Well,
Yeah.
I think I'll
Hi
pass.
there.
Bisschen zu spät. Sorry, Sable. I don't know.
He said he wanted to be here. He's here for the first time, and he said he told me he wanted to join us, and he luckily has missed all the bullshit. And now that we have all the settings working, he's here. So
All the
Okay.
things working?
at least for now. I think it
Oh
was that.
shit! Captain Tivoli says that Artel is making Exodites.
Really?
Yeah, are they making something not?
What was the joke? That Games Workshop makes like the boring Eldar models, and then Artel makes all the good ones. What was the deal?
I think so.
That was no joke. That was my explanation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Eric, what do you think about this guy?
I'm out of all the different previews, that's my favorite.
Yeah.
I see lots of conversion potential.
Oh yeah. This
But-
guy's going to turn into a lot of non-Eldar things.
Yes. But like you
Especially
say,
the bird.
why do we only get to see this one?
Yeah, that part just like, and this, the crazy thing is in this description they say something like, oh, but we have more than just one model to show you. Go back and check out all the other stuff. What do you say? Oh yeah,
Okay.
here. As exciting as the first appearance of Plastic Eldari Corsairs is, this is only one of the amazing things shown off at today's model-packed Warhammer preview. It's like, you liars, you showed us one model from a squad.
Yeah.
You're like, don't worry, there's more. It's like, okay.
Well, there were 3 jet bikes.
Oh yeah, we'll go do that. What does the chat think about this guy? Have people commented? I've seen some things that people don't love the bird, or they love the bird but not the other stuff.
There was a few comments that they like this guy, but that's when they were most interested in Ash Wastes.
Well, what I think what he's sort of a promise
Yeah.
for more stuff.
Aren't
And
aren't we all?
Yeah.
Brett Evans
think
says
it's-
he's not a fan of Eldar, so meh.
Brett, you have to be a fan of all aliens, man. Come on.
Jade Finch says it's okay, but it's not a Tyranid. Sad face.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree with that.
James Milner
Go ahead,
says
Eric.
he would probably change the sword.
Oh, interesting.
James Milner.
I like the sword. James, tell us what you're not crazy about with the sword. I saw that Wickbert just said, I like his pandemic style mask. That is rather appropriate.
Tom Wilson says it's probably the best model they've shown today. Or
I can see why the sword is, because we have seen the sword already. It's nothing
Ah.
new, and it's a missed chance to, of course he's a pirate and therefore he doesn't need a sword but a sable.
Yep. Oh,
But-
yeah, like a saber.
Yeah.
well, Diana does like the bird.
Oh, Diana's one for the bird.
Woohoo. But yeah, I think why he's cool is because he's kind of the promise that Games Workshop is taking the situation they have created with Kill Team Series to
True.
make more different weird stuff that
Well,
would not fit in a different range. And I think
yeah.
if you go Exodites, you could turn them into a Predator style, and then you have a Lone Hunter kind of thing. But I think a Corsair would be more likely to show up in in a random place
Oh, that's a good
and
point.
be like, hey, yeah, that's just a Corsair, and yeah, point taken.
A few more things from the chat.
Yep.
Brett says he doesn't like the neat lines. Mama Negan is hoping for
Because
orc
Brett wants
lobby
everything to
delay.
be a friggin' like chaos monstrosity nightmare.
Mama Negan is hoping that their adversaries will be orc swabby boys.
That would be hilarious.
James Milner says he likes the idea of a spear rather than the husk blade.
Or the Eldar Huskblade. The Huskblade would actually be even better because that. But I'd be really shocked if a Corsair got a hold of a Huskblade. They're supposed to be like really rare and special. Like that's an
so many
Archon
things
who's
in the
asleep
game.
at the wheel. Lets his Huskblade get stolen by a dirty Corsair.
There are so many things in 40k which used to be rare and really special. No longer. Sorry for
Yeah.
you.
Space Marines, for example.
Yes.
So rare. Now they're everywhere.
Absolutely. You know what? I once was married. And
To a
I had
Space Marine?
No, at a pirate wedding.
No kidding. I think I've heard tell of this pirate wedding.
I know.
Was
I
it on
heard
the
about
Spiel?
Yes, I think so. So what could be wrong about Corsairs in 40k? It's perfect.
Yeah, like it's cool, but like okay, I got no problem with Corsairs. I think that's super awesome. Like I didn't expect it, although apparently this was super rumored and everyone knew that like this Corsair team was coming. But I love it. I think it's so cool. I don't know why, but I feel like we need Exodites more than we need Corsairs. But I really shouldn't say anything because Corsairs are just so damn cool.
I think what you're craving for is more crazy stuff.
Yeah, and I should know from the rest of the Eldar revealed that I shouldn't expect any crazy stuff.
Well,
Yeah.
the Avatar and Morgan Rao are pretty.
You see what
Out
I
of
did
that.
there? Do you see what I did there? That's called a segue. Wasn't that slick?
Okay.
Wasn't that a little slick?
Yes.
Mr. Fan.
Getting professional.
Hell no, never. So, yes, we also got some sexy Eldar, so maybe we should talk about those boys.
Yeah.
Why
as
not?
well.
Seriously, one question: did we three see the jet bikes at some point?
We saw the original Eldar jet bike.
Yep.
I don't know if you were paying attention. You might have been drinking beer at the time, but I
Yeah.
saw the original Eldar jet bikes a long time ago.
But
Like
the ones
decades.
that are shown now, we are with the
I
Avatar
think
right
that
now.
I think that they were the redos of the standard Eldar jet bikes.
Didn't Jess at some point like showed us the
Yo,
the
you're
one
not supposed to
in
talk about
three?
how we saw anything.
Yeah,
Somewhere we saw Dark
Oh.
Eldar before there was Dark Eldar, and we saw a Craft World jet bike before there was Craft World jet bikes. But we didn't see these ones. I think it was the standard one. You know how they released the ones with just one rider on them?
No.
Absolutely.
I remember they having those 3 fins in the back.
I think the standard ones do. Don't they?
Oh, you mean the new standard ones?
Yes, the new standard ones.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Now we're on the same page.
That's where I
Yes.
was trying to go. Okay, I need to open a German tea. I'll be right back. It requires a certain opener. Okay. So talk about the Avatar. Tell us what you think about the Avatar.
Please, Marco, go ahead.
I can. I'm totally happy about them combining the old classic style with some new elements. It's good.
Yep.
Nothing to complain for me. Lots of options, different hats, interesting different hats, good pose, good.
I would agree because I like that they serve like 3 different heads. It's easy because like a head swap is always changing a model drastically.
Yeah.
But they have like made the old head slimmer. And you look at the thing, and you are not quite sure if that's the Forge World model or the Forge World model was more plated and had more like this hot lava thing going on, but he got flames, which are a bit ridiculous. But I just love this very head you're showing right now. This is so cool.
This is my favorite Avatar right
Yeah.
here. This
Yeah,
head, the spear.
Yeah.
So Marco, sorry, I missed your comment because I was getting my my German tea opener. But what would you say about the first one?
The what?
Sorry, what was your comment about the first one? I had to step away for a moment.
About the Avatar?
Yeah, the first Avatar that we looked at.
Yeah, I'm totally happy about it. The model is as pretty exactly as I would have wished it to be. It's the pose is good, the parts are good, the style is good, everything's totally nice. I think it might be a bit tiring to see the whole look at my left hand. Haha, it is bloody.
Yeah.
For
you're right.
decades.
Chat talking about how it'd be an easy conversion for adding a shield.
Yes,
that
absolutely.
Oh, that's right.
Absolutely. But
I can see some third parties already warming up their forges.
yeah. But it's good. Like it a lot. And I really love the ring hat. You know which one I mean?
The ring
just
head. What do you think of the humanoid head, the unhelmed?
Yeah. I think it's a radical departure from the original design, but it's really scary as it was on the Dark Elder models, which came first. And
Which
it's
do you
not for
mean?
everyone, I think. And I'm not sure I would use it on my own avatar, but it's a good alternative. And it's really bold to use it.
Mm-hmm. Simon, what do you think
Yeah.
about the human head?
I'm no big fan because it takes away what the avatar is supposed to be, like this godly thing, and the face always indicates personality.
Mm-hmm.
On the other side, when you look at the fluff of how an avatar is made, it's reasonable that they have different personalities and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But maybe it's the paint job. Maybe it's the white hair That's
I don't
not,
like the white hair. I was gonna say.
it gives that what are those dark elves from
Mm.
Dungeons and Dragons?
From your wife's favorite game, World of Warcraft.
Yeah, it kind of looks a bit like from straight out of there.
Yeah, as soon as I saw this head, I was reminded of those. I don't know what they're called. I think they're shadow elves or something in World of Warcraft.
Yeah, it's either those or from Dungeons and Dragons. The
Yeah, drow. I think they're.
Drow.
I think you say drow.
Yeah,
It's pronounced
You know what
yacht. Yacht.
Yeah.
screw you.
Sorry.
I could see the head. This head is a good conversion for a head in that scale. If you're,
Oh, if you
working
want
on
to
a
use it
model.
on something else, you mean?
Yeah, something else.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
The axe. The chat's talking about the axe. Some say it's bland. Some say it's nice.
Yeah, I like it. I think it's
Definitely.
cool that, well, I guess they said it in that article the other day. They're like, oh, and the Wailing Doom has even been known to be an axe sometimes. I'm like, okay, I guess we're getting an axe on the avatar. But it does Go ahead.
I think it looks very un-Eldar.
Mm.
I would rather have had a shield or a spear, because the axe is I don't know. It looks very. They try to make it look organic,
Yes.
fiery and pointy, and I think it doesn't really suit the design we used from. Oh, we have a spear. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So
That's my favorite one,
that
the
was
spear.
that was sort of obvious, but yeah.
Axes are for dwarves.
Yes, exactly. Thank you, Marco.
The thing that I don't, the thing with the axe, Simon, when you were saying it doesn't look Eldar, to me it looks like spitting image for Ideneth, the sea elves. Like I've got
Yeah.
a couple of their kits, and their weapons are very much like that.
Yeah, maybe that's the direction, but also I think that it looks a bit. Maybe the X combined with the head gives a
Right.
very World of Warcraft imagery.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's see. Tom Wilson says the unmasked head is the best one. It's the only one that portrays any rage. James Milner says, I don't think the axe is bland, but it's weirdly edgelord.
Why edgelord? I don't get it.
Yeah,
I'm missing a
I
reference
think I
there.
get it, but
Yeah.
it seems short. It's too small. It should be
Yes,
more on the scale of the spear.
you're
Would
right. Yeah, look at how
been
big that
more nice.
spear is. Look at how big the Wailing Doom is, and compare it like the sword is, and then the axe is like pew, pew. Look at my cute little axe. I gotta
Like a
go. I
little
gotta go
hatchet.
chop some trees.
Well, you're pro, you're Canadian.
Mm-hmm. This axe is too small. You could never chop a tree in Canada with this axe.
I see.
If someone knows that, it's probably
Yeah,
you.
it's the expert.
You are the expert. Ah.
Oh, I see what you did there, you clever little boy.
Ah.
I love this spear. The spear is so big. And like, look at the spearhead. Like that spearhead could easily be half the size, but it is glorious. Like they basically took a Wailing Doom sword and stuck it on the end of a spear and were like, hey, here's your spear.
Yep,
But-
it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I wish the kid
Come on,
had an
because-
alternate left arm, and like Simon said, it would be cool if it had a shield or something, but I guess he's too badass for a shield.
Of course.
Yeah, I think what I would do if I was into if I would buy that model, I would lower the upright arm. I would turn
Yeah.
it downwards
Yeah, same here.
because it yeah. Too many things pointing upwards there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay,
Which is-
cool.
Which is a kind of language too, as well, because of course it looks divine if it's pointing upwards all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, Bin
Mhm.
Laden's finger was pointing upwards for a reason when he was giving a speech. It's true, look at that.
Okay. Cool story, bro. But like,
Johnny
yeah.
Van Cleve says, Ah, yes, the yacht elves of the Underdark D&D's most fearsome monster.
The L's of Yacht. I mean, I talk about how I love the spear one in that helmet, but the reality is that the standard build that they show up top is friggin' fantastic. Like, it's pretty
Yeah.
prototypical Avatar. The proportions are good. It's pretty solid.
And it's
Yeah.
it's an archetype, isn't it?
Yes.
It absolutely is. Yeah, you can. You could paint it in bronze, and it would be that massive statue from Greek.
Yeah.
Ooh, the Colossus.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. There's already been some people who have shown off some like cool alternate paint schemes that they want to try on this. One of them was like a blue fire one from Emperor's Paintbrush, who was the one who last week we shared Emperor's Paintbrush's skull head for the Dark Reapers. The like.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Emperor's Paintbrush has a really cool idea for painting this guy. Anyway, I guess we should move on from the Avatar.
Yes,
On
please.
to the most emo bastard this side of the webway. Morgan Raw.
Okay, I got a question for you.
Yes.
Who has
I'm
more
totally in
stuff?
love with the model. The stance, the pose, it couldn't be more heroic. It's like a cover artwork. I love it. But can you really imagine an Eldar with such a tattered cloak?
Hey, listen, it's
I
been
mean,
a hard time in
it's
the
an
webway,
Eldar.
buddy.
Sorry?
It's a hard time in the webway. They don't have time for dry
probably,
cleaning.
I guess. But it's the only deal breaker for me. The rest is just about perfect. But the tattered cloak looks awesome. It looks really good. But my immediate reaction was like, it's an Eldar. Why would this cloak be like a rag?
Yeah,
Because he's-
you do have a point. Their aesthetic is very clean and pristine. I guess the one thing on that note is, oh shit, when we first, oh fuck, I'm breaking everything. Sorry, hold on.
Hooray.
When we first saw this model in that, oh god, what have I done? In that preview video, did you? I don't know if you guys saw that the video that like had the Tyranids in it. And we were talking about the Tyranids.
Yeah, sure.
When we first saw this a clip of this model, it was just like the knee and like part of the
And back.
cloak and part of
And
the
back.
what?
And the back.
Oh yeah, I think we saw the back, but it had like you had the knee, you had the cloak, you had the like little amulets hanging around his waist. And I honestly for a second was like, oh, is that a homunculus model? Because that cloak is so tattered, and I misinterpreted the knee as being flesh. And I was like, oh, are these like new grotesques or something? And they've got like these like Eldar amulets that they stole from Eldar.
Okay.
Mm.
But from that, what I'm trying to say is you're right that tattered cloak is not what we would expect necessarily from the Eldar.
Yeah, I think it is a rather clever use of that negative space that they dove into in the Dark Eldar range.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So having it wide and still see through, and of course it serves more this imagery of the death thing.
Mhm.
So that's kind of cool, but I can totally see where Marco is going.
It's working. It's totally working. It's perfect as a model. But man, it's a truffle. He can't have a cloak like this.
Marco's so embarrassed for him. How did his Farseer let him go out of the house with that cloak?
Exactly.
It is death, Marco. He can leave the house as he wants.
Well, I'm not so sure.
You think Mrs. Death would have something to say within that?
At least. And Death family and his Death uncle and his aunt and everyone.
Son, you cannot leave the house like that. You're blaming the whole family.
Absolutely.
Few things from the chat.
Yep.
Captain Timbali says that stance makes his hips hurt.
Agreed.
Brett Evans' 14-year-old self says that's the coolest, most badass model ever.
True.
Nice.
I
A few
was thinking
comments
about,
about how ridiculous the bases are on the new models.
yeah. I was thinking about the hips too, but then I thought, okay, it's an Eldar, he can do that. But not the cloak,
He's
not the
flexible.
cloak.
That's why he ripped his cloak, Marco. He's been doing the splits too much.
Perfect.
Nice.
Catching
Like-
it on ancient ruins.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty cool model. I don't love the very low detail shoulder pad that's the gross skull. But something about how thin his waist is and how wide his legs are spread, it doesn't work for me.
I think they explored this this kind of stance before, right?
Oh, I imagine.
It
Oh,
is
isn't this Drazar's stance?
No, the Death Jester from the Harlequins.
Yeah, exactly. I was thinking exactly.
But it
the
was done
same.
much better.
Nah,
I-
yeah.
I'm not sure. I think I like the Death Jester better.
Yeah.
But what I kind of find mildly, I don't know. What puts me a bit off here is that good evening, people. Do nice.
What?
No,
What?
no worry. Oh, you're looking up the
Oh,
Death
he
Jester.
hit my stupid. Yeah, my wife updated my momentum screen.
Yeah, where was I? Don't know. Forgot.
You were talking about the Death Jester and how they explored this stance with the Death Jester.
Yes. And yeah, when you look on the or at the at Magun Ra,
Yeah.
he has more of a weird paint job because you can see there that
Okay.
they're still edge highlighting to death,
Yeah.
and because they have so many details on the weapon looks very busy, and the coat itself looks like just black flat, and they just put on edges like a 14-year-old on all the edges. No
Good
no
point.
light.
But that's their style of painting. Like that's always their
Yeah.
style of painting.
Yeah, I know.
Which
I
they-
still don't like it, but it creates large black areas, and I think if they had the whole thing without those holes in the
Yeah.
coat, it would have been just a massive black thing there.
Absolutely.
You're right.
I think the style of painting just works on some models pretty good, Space Marines, and on some models not so well.
Nothing
Um,
works good on Space Marines. They're always awful.
Of course. Sorry.
That's okay. You're allowed one slip up.
Okay, thanks. Woo!
Yeah, this guy, like, he's cool. There's some weird stuff. I think he's pretty neat. I like looking at the back, the like spinal. Of course, I'm gonna like spinal column, but it looks kind of like technological, like inspired by bone, but it looks kind of not just
Yeah.
like bone. Like it looks a little bit like digital, sort of. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I also think that's the paint job as well,
Oh, maybe.
because there they used light. You see how the top is brighter and how it goes darker downwards
Yep.
and more edge highlighting. They keep doing the edges, but yeah, I don't know. I think it's a cool model. We shouldn't talk it down too much, but yeah. Again, there are things that could have been done differently.
I'm happy.
So Tom Wilson in the chat said, "I like it, but I'm bored of all the new Eldar and Dark Eldar having the same scenic base." That's a good point. Like when I
Well-
saw him, I was kind of like, "Haven't we already seen this base?"
Those scenic base creators need to earn money for their family as well.
No, you have to understand. This is like those Simon. You'll know about this because you collect action figures. It's like those boxes where you buy one action figure, then it has a piece of another action figure in it. They're giving you all the pieces you need to build a full craft world, except they're coming on separate bases. And when you buy all the Eldar characters and you link up all their bases, you've got a complete craft world.
Nice. That's a good possibility. Yeah, I think you're absolutely right there. Oh look, my bones drying up.
Craft worlds are fucking big.
What?
Yeah. You don't know the plans, man.
I guess.
I thought you were saying his feet are fucking big, and they really are.
The craft worlds are fucking big. How many action figures do you want to buy?
You're asking that question of Game Workshop? They want you to buy all the action figures.
Yeah. And the Space Marines too.
Of course.
Okay, next one. Let's not get bored.
Wait, I like that Brett Evans said it kind of looks like it should be airbrushed on the side of an old van.
Yes, absolutely.
That's right. Yeah.
It looks like a heavy metal cover.
He looks
Yes.
like some disciple of Nagash.
That would be a cool conversion.
It's a very easy conversion, I think.
Yeah.
And a cool one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's also a lot of love for the original model. I think the original model is still pretty solid. I hope I have one. I don't know.
Well, if not, you still have a chance to buy it.
Well, I have to admit, I love the original model. I'm a huge fan and used him in many, many games back then.
Yeah.
But he was so chunky. I'm happy
was
the new model
chunky.
isn't as chunky anymore.
He looks pretty big, though. Like, I don't know about scale, but he looks pretty massive. Anyway. All right, moving on. So, Shining Spears.
Ooh.
Thoughts?
Not for me.
So previously, I don't know if it was Tom Wilson or who it was, but someone commented on like not liking the Avatar's white hair. And I feel like for some reason, this white scheme for me looks like these models are unpainted.
Yeah.
Like it's too white.
The paint job sucks.
It doesn't showcase them very well, is what I'd say.
And for me, they don't look special enough. For some reason, I think of like knights and all the archetypes there, and they just don't look special enough. They're like guardians in white armor of the lands.
Yeah, like I thought that when I looked at these, I thought these were just like basic Eldar models.
Yeah, exactly.
Although I do love their heads. I can't explain it, but I love their helmets. That is the one part of these that I am absolutely obsessed with.
Have you seen the modifications to the jet bike where they have this folding up thing where they can rest their lance on?
No. Oh, there. Oh, I just saw that.
Part at the front. Yeah.
Interesting.
I think that's so hilarious. I have this massive heavy lance, but I need to rest it somewhere, so I'm resting it down on here, and yeah.
Okay.
Fucking Eldar. Couldn't they build like an anti-grav something into it?
Yeah. Yeah. I have to admit that's a little bit ridiculous. It's a funny. It's I think a little bit too comedic for me.
Well, I guess it could be said that like when you're charging someone, you like brace it in there to like ram them, but I don't know.
Yes, but it's.
Do they have the options for rifles or pistols?
I think that this is going to be a dual kit with the Rangers.
I'm just thinking like that would be a place to set the lance as they're aiming their pistol.
Ah, I don't know.
The Rangers, really?
Yeah, this is going to be a dual kit with the Rangers. Didn't they say? Am I wrong?
Okay. I have no idea.
Hot in the Heels, Shroud Runner comes Shining Spears. They've never been better. Sam Hand Army, blah, 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 blah. I thought they said they were on Raptor jet bikes. Maybe I'm wrong.
Okay.
I assumed that these were going to be a dual build with the Rangers, but I guess they don't always do that anymore.
I have no idea.
There was a time when Games Workshop was like every kit must build 2 models, like the Zone Thrope and
Right.
the Venom Thrope.
So Captain Timbale says the Shining Spears look very uninspired, just standard jet bikes with a lance and helmet crest.
Yeah, agreed.
Johnny Van Cleve says, Nick, they are not white. That is all edge highlighting.
Edge highlighted to the max. There's so many edges.
And the thing is,
And
what
Brett
I'm
has
pretty
a good point. He says it's interesting. Their bases, they're just so it's bland.
Oh, wait, where are we with flying bases? I can't keep track. Like, I guess we didn't see bases on the Ranger jet bikes, did we?
I don't think so.
I think you can see them in the army.
In what? Oh, I've gone and broken everything. Damn it.
Yeah.
Getting swallowed by the
Sorry. Oh, fuck. I had my microphone like precariously balanced in this like hole in my desk, and now it has decided that it doesn't want to balance because I moved it.
Yeah, why did you move it?
Because I'm an idiot. Okay, now I'm gonna do like a singer. I'm gonna be like Britney Spears. I'm gonna have to hold my own mic. So if the audio's fucked, I'm really sorry. Sorry, yeah, the bases, like, I feel like Games Workshop bounces back and forth on whether they're gonna give you a scenic base or not, or like, but I guess flyers all have like plastic flyer bases. But they were doing those like swoopy bases for a time, right? Like the curved ones.
The Shroud Runners have just the standard post also. They just don't show
okay.
the bottom.
Ah, sneaky. Yeah. Anyone else have anything else to say about the Shining Spears?
Yeah, just one maybe stupid question, but these jet bikes have been published before.
These are, I think these are the Raptor jet bikes, the same ones that the Rangers have. Because if you look at the side profile of the driver, there's like a spot behind him where they've put in like a round kind of pod.
Yeah, but the ones you can buy. So if I go to a store and say, "Hi, I want LR jet bikes," what do I get?
You don't get these. Let's go ask Games Workshop. Hey, Games Workshop, give us some Eldar jet bikes. You said you wanted to be professional, man. This is what a professional would do.
Okay.
Okay.
No, they're different. They're quite a bit different.
I'm just asking stupid questions here.
They
And
only
why
have
would-
one fin.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's what I'm paid for here.
I put Eldar. I didn't put enough
You get
vowels in it.
paid? Asshole.
They're called Wind Riders.
Oh, thank
Well,
you.
we got Marco. We got $2 for your yacht fund. So I would consider that payment.
Hey, Mama Negan threatened to contribute more money to the yacht fund, but thankfully PayPal's not working right now.
Sorry.
Wickbert says, I can't see much of a difference to the old models. Which
Why
is
are
what
the
we're
Wind
getting
Riders
at.
no longer available? That's really weird.
Because they're coming out with these.
But what
Um,
about standard jet bike dudes?
Okay, they
Brett-
look different. Like they have one wing in the back. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So they've got like the Raptor ones have like extra thing at the back because that's where your buddy rides. You know?
Yeah. When yeah.
But it looks like it could be a dual kit.
So Simon, when we may or may not have
okay.
seen jet bikes, we saw these ones.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Brett Evans says the new Orc Death Coptas have a different base.
Oh, okay.
Oh
Good
yeah,
to
they do. They have like a branch holding them up.
Oh, they're like scenic bases, aren't they? Or no? They're like
Yep. Yeah, they're like scenic bases. Oh, Symbio Joe added to the yacht fund.
No, god damn it, Symbiote. Every time you send through one of these super chats, Marco's just like, so where's my yacht? Thank you for sending a super chat. We greatly appreciate it, and I will greatly appreciate having to talk Marco down off of buying a yacht.
About time. Thank you, Joe.
Hey, can I put my mic over here? Oh no, that's not gonna work. Damn it. More Britney
Okay,
Spears.
one thing about the Shining Spears from me, I was always pretty sad about them not having any models ever, which seemed appropriate for me because all the other aspects are like special, and the Shining Spears never had a model or a sketch or anything which got me like, whoa, that's working for me. Never ever. They
Oh,
all
so-
looked always like bland.
Yeah. I feel like the Shining Spears would be cooler if they were the only Eldar model with a jet bike. But you can get jet bikers everywhere else. Like you can get a standard jet bike. And then the Shining Spear is just like jet bike plus spear. So it needs something else. Like you look at the fire dragons, like those are just Eldar with melta-guns, but they have like design elements that make them look like dragony and different. So yeah, like you mentioned, Marco, you're like Shining Spears should be like knights. Like there should be like Eldari knight stuff in there.
But that's what they. But that I'm sorry, but that's what they did there. They have a lance. They even have this rest your lance here place. They have they have a knight helmet. What else do you want? You want chainmail?
No,
Yes,
but I want
a shield.
to be less close to Guardians. A shield would be good, actually.
Or maybe some like more ornate plate, because like knights have like fancy armor.
Plate.
Oh, Mama Negan's taken off. Thanks for joining, Mama Negan. See you later.
Thank
Good enough.
you.
And thank you for not contributing to Marco's yacht fund. That's the best gift of all.
What?
Brett Evans says it's like Space Marines. It's all just the same model with different weapons.
Oh no, he's right. Oh, that's so sad.
What?
He said that Eldar is looking more and more like Space Marines, where Space Marines is just the same model, but you give it a different
Oh
gun.
yeah. Oh, that's right.
And you could say that about, like, you guys have made that criticism about Tyranids before, where it's all just a gaunt.
Yep.
Yeah.
Made big, made small, made long, made short.
Yep.
They have streamlined the design.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they have put so much effort into making the Guardians look like Guardians before, so they can make now look everything else like Guardians.
Well, the Dark Reapers didn't.
No, that's true.
Yeah, I was exaggerating.
Which is good fun.
Okay, here's the army picture, and
Yeah,
you know what?
You said you had a thing, Hydra. What's up?
Yeah, look at it, and do you realize what made me laugh so hard was that the oldest model of the range is hidden behind terrain, like it's a shame.
Oh, the Wave Serpent?
Yeah, look at the Wave Serpent. I'm hiding behind this house because it's so old.
Wait, the Wave Serpent's kind of new. It came out like, I think, like 10 years after the Falcon.
Yeah, but it's the same kit with just,
Yeah, you're right. Hey, listen, that Falcon kit is gorgeous. It still kicks.
Yep.
It does indeed, but I think on this picture it looks like it's a shame and it's hiding away.
You do have a point. Oh man. So, okay, question. We talked about how, so this is the whole Eldar army, this is all the stuff. Apparently they're not going to show us any more Eldar. Maybe there'll be a second wave later, but it looks like this is probably the complete Eldar wave. You got your Dark Reapers. Well, I got this big picture. I mean, I don't think the Warlocks are here. Are they? I don't think so.
Warlocks?
The Warlocks, the new Warlocks.
Okay.
They're on the army picture.
You've got like your Rangers, you've got your Ranger jet bikes, you got your Shining Spears, Dark Reapers.
I'm back. Sorry.
Oh, okay. But like, fuck, where were they going with that? I don't know. I think this is probably the whole wave. Oh wait, that's where I was going with it. Okay, so this is the Eldar army, right? And then we got that one pirate dude, the Corsair. But they wouldn't show us the rest of the squad. So here's my prediction. I want to believe that the reason they won't show us the rest of the Corsair squad is that all of the Aspect Warriors that they haven't released full kits for are going to be in the Corsair group as like crazy pirate former Aspect Warriors. There's going to be like one Striking Scorpion. There's going to be like one Warp Spider. There's going to be one Swooping Hawk. Shit, you're even going to get one of those weird Forge World Wraith guys in there.
No.
Yeah, because why else wouldn't they show us the rest of the thing? It's like, oh, we don't want to spoil the surprise for all those new Eldar models that are also going to be in that group.
Nope.
No, I don't think so.
Nope.
Well, if you look at it from a financial standpoint, they are releasing the kits that are sold the most because of how much I don't know if the list still exists, but there used to be one army list that could contain all the aspects, and all the other army lists were basically just one. You have like guardians in every army. You have jet bikes in every army. You can have an army consisting just of jet bikes,
Yeah.
Shining,
so-
shining spears. The Avatar. I don't think so.
Well, the Avatar's okay. So yeah, they had that article about the Avatar. Did you read how old the Avatar model is?
Yeah.
There are people in this
No.
chat younger than the Avatar model. I guarantee. The Avatar is 28 years old.
Holy shit.
Yeah, eh? I mean, it was still like a
Okay.
decent model, but damn.
28. That's old.
Yeah.
Like- Shit. Okay. Yep. Long overdue.
What?
Long
In the
overdue.
chat, Peter Hansen says the Falcon kit is aged amazingly well and not sure what a refresh could fix.
Absolutely.
Agreed.
Other than sharpening casting quality.
I remember when the Falcon came out, man. Like, I have that White Dwarf somewhere, and like, I remember seeing that thing and being like, "Oh my god, this thing's beautiful! What the hell?"
Yes.
Yeah. James Milner says, for the love of God, can they update Swooping Hawks?
I'm telling you, man, they're gonna be in that Corsair kit. There's gonna be one Swooping Hawk, and you're talking about financial realities, Simon. You're gonna have to buy 10 copies of the Corsair kit to get 10 Swooping Hawks. Best financial move ever.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm shutting this preview thing down and going over to my other workspace.
James Milner says he's the same age as the Avatar.
Sweet.
So he's just young.
Oh man, I feel like I've told this on the stream before, but I was having this conversation with someone and they were talking about a person and they said their age and I went, "Wow, so young." And I realized it's because it was my age. And I'm like, I'm an idiot. It's not young at all. I just think it's young because, oh yeah, I'm still young. Oh, that guy's 38? Oh, so young. No. Also, I think the German tea is taking an effect. I might have to run to the toilet.
Oh, boo.
Like now?
Like now? You trying to get rid of me?
No,
Brett
you can't.
Evans is asking Mr. Pink what your thoughts on the Kroot updates are.
Oh god, are we talking the rules? Because there aren't any other real updates, are there?
I would think so.
Yeah, I don't... So I don't play Tau. And I love Kroot the models, but my Kroot army is going to be fielded as Dark Eldar. So the Kroot rule updates are kind of inconsequential to me. But there was a rumor that Kroot are going to be getting plastic hounds and what was it? Plastic hounds, plastic Krootox. So that would be cool, but I don't know if that's going to happen anytime soon. There was some weird thing where someone posted an image on one of the social media channels of some kind of like Games Workshop preview graphic, and it had the outline of a Crisis suit on it. Like, you know how they do the silhouettes? So I thought that was going to be in this, and then maybe there was going to be like a second Tau wave, and like the Kroot were going to be in there, but then we didn't get anything like that in this. So I don't know what's going on. I'm most interested in Kroot model updates versus rule updates. Like, I guess it's cool that they have better rules, but
So you do play, Nick?
I don't play, but I have to at some point. At some point, there will be an Adepticon that isn't canceled by COVID, and at some point, I will go to Adepticon with a Kroot army that I have yet to finish, and at some point, I will play Warhammer 40k with Kroot.
Okay.
At some point.
I had to
You
laugh
didn't
really hard when I saw that storyboard guy's conversion. He used a raptor model for his Kroot hound, and apparently because they have like Kroot fists now, he gave his
Yeah.
he gave his raptor 2 power fists, which made it look even more ridiculous. But
Oh, I remember that. Okay, yeah, you said raptor, and I pictured a bird, but it was like a velociraptor, like a dinosaur. Oh, Peter's taking off. See you later, Peter.
Good night.
So
Good
you know
fight.
how I pretend to be like a shit hot Tyranid model maker guy?
And
Huh?
I fucked up.
No.
I'm gonna show you how. So I've been working on this mini tyrant, right? And I got my like normal tyrant here, and I'm like, oh look, so cute. They're so much alike. And some very helpful person on Instagram was like, yo, are you gonna put some armor plates on the thing's crotch? Because the tyrant has armor plates on his crotch. And I was like, oh, that's a really good point. I need to go find a bit to put armor plates on the crotch. And I looked at all these different bits, and I couldn't decide on the right armor crotch plate. And then, hold on, where the hell is my camera? Hold on a sec. Trying to zoom in because I don't think you can see that. Anyway, well, so I found this bit, and it's actually the end of a Carnifex tail that I clipped off. And I was like, oh, this is going to be perfect. And I just realized that I did the rookie mistake. The tyrant plates go down, whereas this is the highest plate, and this is the lowest plate, and they stack this way. I got them going backwards. This is the highest plate, and that's the lowest plate. And, like, it does the same taper, kind of, that the tyrant one does. But I fucking got them upside down.
Jesus Jones, in the time that you've spent fitting that bit, you could have sculpted them.
You know
3
what?
times.
You joke, but I actually spent a shitload of time fitting this bit. So
Yeah.
now it's staying. I will not remove it because it just took.
Are we still talking crotches?
Yeah, it just took too damn long to put on. I'm not taking it off.
Let's talk about crotches some more. How's your crotch coming along?
Let's talk about sphincters, baby. Let's talk about you and me.
Oh no, we're in that phase of the chat again.
Yeah, sorry.
After Eldar comes stupid.
What?
Nice.
There's a thing that Simon's Norn Queen says. After tired comes stupid.
Yeah.
It's like when you're tired, and you're tired, and you're tired, and you're tired, and you get so tired that you start laughing at the dumbest shit.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
Yeah.
totally true.
Oh, yeah.
No better place to watch than with the kids.
Okay, so question for the chat and for you folks. What is the number one thing that you did not see in that Eldar preview that you're disappointed about and that you wish you'd seen in it?
Let me answer. The Dominatrix from Forge World.
Eldar.
Haha!
Eldar.
Fuck you.
You love Eldar. you used to have an Eldar army. It was painted red and blue, red and black,
Yeah.
like all your armies.
Yeah.
Could you rephrase that question because my brain didn't process it.
Sorry. We saw that Eldar preview.
Yeah.
And there was a bunch of different stuff in it. What
Yeah.
was not in the preview that you wish was in the preview?
Oh.
For Eldar. I want to rephrase it. For Eldar. Yes, we all wish there was Tyranids in the preview. In a perfect world,
Yeah,
every
so-
preview would be all Tyranids all the time. But what Eldar unit, model,
The
whatever?
chat.
Go for it.
They're all about Ash Wastelands, but
Ooh,
Yes.
I agree with that.
Will as plastic fighters, Captain Timbali does strike scorpions and swooping hawk, which I agree with all 3 of those.
Yep.
I would have loved. I'm no way endorsed with Eldar, so I don't care for playability or anything. But what I would have loved to see would have been the little skimmer from Forge World turned into a plastic kit.
Oh yes, that the wasp. Is that what it's called?
The wasp? Yeah, I think so.
I think it's a wasp.
I've on one of my hobby vacations back in the day when I did those, I saw someone putting those together and painting them up, and they
Yeah.
have been so freaking beautiful. Those are amazing models. And
Agreed.
these turned into plastic would have been like an auto win for the whole range.
Yeah, I agree.
James Milner would have liked to seen a different Phoenix Lord.
Which one? Come on, don't leave us hanging, James Milner.
He says anyone.
Ouch.
Besides Mandalorian.
Okay, so I'm gonna stop you right there. Like, if it had been like Fugan, I would have been like, who cares? Like, no one cares about Fugan. Everyone wants Karandras, of course. who's the dude who hangs out with the talking about things that are just guardians with fancy bits on them? Who hangs out with the Dire Avengers? Assyrian or whatever?
Azurman. Azurman.
Sorry,
Assume,
Saruman?
Azurman. Azurman.
Oh, okay.
Azurman.
Yep.
Azurmen.
Yeah, that dude would have been boring. I want a what's it called? I want a warp spider Phoenix Lord. How cool would
Oh,
that be?
Don't you dare mock Azurman. He always used to be have the largest head on the whole Elder range, which is something.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He used to have the largest head on the Elder range.
Because he
which is
had a
something.
mask, right? He had like his helmet, and then he had like a face patterned on his helmet.
Yes, and a gigantic cone helmet, like a banana. Like, whee!
Yeah.
But I'm
Who got
also
the biggest
on.
head?
I'm
It's
also
like-
on
it's-
board
it's
with
like-
the. Sorry, go ahead.
It's called a phallus symbol after Freud.
His big giant penis head.
Exactly.
Isn't that what Eldar are about?
Always and only. Nothing else.
I'm with
Except Jacob.
everyone who said the Ash Wastes thing because I feel like Ash Waste sounds really cool, but they showed us nothing.
Well, did you see the trailer for that?
Yeah,
The animated trailer?
yeah.
I just love that they did that. I
They do
thought
that all the
was-
time now.
Oh shit, okay.
Yeah, man.
See, this is what happens when you don't follow Games Workshop. You can be positively surprised.
Touche.
Yeah.
Good point.
Until someone tells you they do that all the time now. Me.
Me.
I mean, it
Yeah,
could still be good, but yeah.
We're fancy all the time now.
Okay, I gotta go dispose of some German tea. You guys
Eh.
keep on chatting. I'll be right back.
Eh.
What?
It feels so weird to paint a Tyranid again. And good at the same time.
Someone
Of course
commented
it was.
earlier that they I think someone came and they said this is their first time on the stream, and they said whatever's happening in the top left hand corner is really cool. I think they were talking about your Tyranid.
Was what? What's in
Your screen is in the top left hand corner for everyone on YouTube, and they said
Yeah.
whatever's happening in the top left hand corner is really cool. So I think they were talking about your painting that guy.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm really happy with how he's turning out, and it is actually me revisiting not just the design but also the paint job, and yeah, that's pretty fun. And weirdly, the post I did after last week is apparently the most successful post on my Instagram right now. Which is a bit weird. But who cares? Marco, are you still there? Or did you
I'm
leave
still
me?
here. I'm still here. I'm totally tired because my week was so busy. I already slept on the couch this evening,
Okay.
and I'm
To,
running on my last fumes.
to be awake and shiny for us.
Totally. What else could I do? Oh,
How did you feel finally painting your old Tyranids again? Like your old scheme? Did it come back
Good.
naturally?
Good. It was easier than I imagined it to be. It was quite the step to just give myself a push and do it. But it felt great. It looks great, and I'm surprised how organic it flows. Actually, thanks for asking.
Because
good.
did you change anything, or did you stuck to the recipe you always had?
I totally changed the recipe and
Nice.
returned to the oldest recipe that Katja used to use, and I never did. And it looks much better than what I ever tried after that. So
Because
yeah,
didn't the paint range and everything change? Do you still have all the old paints?
I still have a precious few pots of old paint, but not too many left. But
Okay.
of course, with a gun beast from Nick, I knew this was a really special model to paint, and I was all pumped and hyped. So motivation isn't a question for me right now, which always helps. But of course, the old paints are well used on this model. So yeah, but thanks for asking. I'm totally intrigued how much fun it is actually. I was just painting all the carapace back on the gun beast's head, and it's great fun, and it's much easier than I thought it would be. Good.
Yeah, because I find it highly entertaining right now myself, because I'm painting it completely different, because I don't have the paints that I used to have,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I painted like my Hive Fleet. I don't know when I painted the last model for my Hive Fleet.
Yeah, of
It-
course.
Like it's I assume it's 10, 15 years something.
Wow.
And yeah, because in between I had my Dark Elder army and some other things. And
But you still have your old bottles, have you? Don't you?
no. So I'm painting with new paints, my old scheme, and that kind of liberates me to play
Awesome.
around with things and give add new shades and things. I think it looks
Yeah.
it if you would stand them next to each other, I think they would now more look like yours, I guess.
Interesting. But do you still have your old bottles? Yes, you have all of them left, right? Your
No.
old Hive Fleet?
Oh, my old models. Yes, I understood my old bottles.
Yeah.
No, my old models are still there. Yeah.
Woo! So glad to hear that.
And I found my my Titan's legs. So if you still want them, I still have them.
Awesome. Awesome. Good stuff. Yes, I might. Thanks.
I think
So Nick,
I
yeah?
I think the body is gone, but the legs are still there.
Awesome. Nick?
What?
No.
Huh?
Nick, how was your piss?
It was a great piss.
It was good?
It was a fantastic piss.
Woo!
How was your chat?
So
Good.
even
We
better
compared-
than your piss, I would say.
Impossible.
It is, really.
We compared painting old Hive Fleet schemes.
Yes.
What?
We talked about how Marco felt painting his old scheme and how I'm feeling painting my old scheme, and
I
how
thought
that
you were
compares-
supposed to paint Terrafex's scheme.
No,
I thought
I'm-
he asked you to make a model and paint it in his scheme, and then he would make a model for you and paint it in your scheme.
no. He wants a collection of the Hive Fleets.
Oh.
I see. So
But
you get
why did he
so you-
paint a model for you in your scheme?
Yes,
Why?
because I was curious to see how he would approach my scheme and see what he would come up with, because he didn't have the paints and everything.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that was the task for him, because he said I could have from him whatever I wanted, and I thought, well, a nid for a nid sounds fair.
A
And,
nid for a nid and the whole world will be infested.
Yeah.
Did you get the reference?
Oh,
warm fuzzy feelings. Warm fuzzy feelings.
I don't know if I'd call it that if you know the original reference, but sure. I'm not sure Gandhi would agree with that.
yeah, but it's pretty cool, because
Cool.
I don't have all my old paints. They're not existing anymore, and so I have to come up with new stuff, and that's very liberating and
Nice.
pretty cool.
We have a Mark has entered the.
Oh, Mark. Hey, buddy.
Hello, Mr. Grand Pudding.
I am currently working on Nick's gun beast, and I'm still amazed at the way the body shape has come out, because it isn't like any conversion I would ever do myself. Because when you look at the camera, it's
Yeah.
not long, it's straight up,
Yeah,
the whole pose. which is so anathema to everything I would do when I would convert to Tyranid. But I really love it because it's special and it's very unique.
Well, I hope
You
so.
are-
I like it.
Yeah.
And it instantly, and I think of the new Adeptus Titanicus model that they've shown.
Wait, oh, the
yeah.
the Warhound.
You need to.
Um,
Do you mean the Warhound one?
the one that everybody is comparing to.
What? You
Yeah,
broke-
the dire wolf, isn't
The
it?
dire wolf. Yeah, okay. It's like the Warhound with all the shit on its back, right?
Absolutely. The static, blocky, chunky warhound made from Lego.
Yeah, it's the new Warhound.
Marco, stop calling
Yeah.
it my model. It's your model.
I shall. I will. Really happy to work on it. Just told Simon when you were off having your awesome piss how much I was enjoying painting it actually in the old color scheme. It's
Great.
really coming together and it's great fun. And I'm pumped to get it done.
Okay, question. Is great fun a German expression that you translate to English?
I guess so.
Because Hydra's Norn says that too.
Okay.
It's very unique.
I guess so.
I feel like I hear that a lot.
In English?
Yeah, great
Oh.
fun.
Uh-huh.
Maybe I hear it as sarcasm though. Like, oh yes,
No,
that'll be.
I'm
great fun.
I'm pretty sure Nick and everyone else in Canada is still living in the woods.
We are. That's why we're so well acquainted with axes.
Yes.
It's the only thing to keep the dire wolves away.
The Direwolf Warhound Titans. Okay. Consider me impressed. But the thing is, Nick, I'm still fighting what to do with those sensory organs in the head.
Yeah.
For anyone that doesn't know it, the whole head opens like a petal, like a flower.
Yep.
A bit like in Stranger Things.
Yep.
Stranger Things. It looks awesome and gross and horrifying. There are some eye-like things in the whole substance, and I don't know how to paint them.
I thought you painted them green, and they looked really good.
Yeah, no, it looked like shit. I didn't like it.
I
I
don't
wasn't
know.
happy. I wasn't happy because it was just too saturated a color for the whole scheme. The rest of
But
the
it
scheme is
stands
pale
out,
and-
because the
Yes,
rest is so
that's what-
pale.
That's what I was thinking as well, but it stood out too much for me. It just didn't flow enough.
Okay.
How about white Nookie?
Yes, maybe. Right now my plan is to try to paint them as eyes, with a pupil in the middle and a white around it and some
I don't remember that.
flesh on the upper and lower parts, just to see how that one looks. But it's hard.
Marco, I know I don't have to tell you this, being someone who spends a lot of time at the bottom of the ocean. Black
Yeah.
glossy.
Nope.
Oh, that's right.
This is what I do with my Tyranid eyes, because I hate the idea of like painting them yellow, painting them red, painting them white. I just paint them black. Like
then
insect
you would-
eyes or monster eyes.
Thanks, but no. Our eyes notice light things first, and nope. Thanks.
It would probably work if you would paint the area around the eye
Yeah.
bright. So you increase the contrast, so
Ah.
easy, make it more easy to pick out the void, the
The dark
blackness of-
pits. Yeah, the void. I like that. The void.
Interesting idea, Simon. Thanks.
Also might help you with having like different areas within the tissue.
Yeah. Thanks. It's an interesting challenge actually, because of course I could have been lazy and painted the whole area just in some flesh tones, but it wouldn't pay service to Nick's idea of making it sensory organs. So it has to be special. The green was a good idea. but it was just didn't work enough for me. Well
How
enough
did-
for me.
What do folks in the chat think? Does anyone have ideas for how Marco should paint the eyes if you've seen it on his Instagram? And if you're for some crazy reason not following Marco, he's High Fleet Moloch on Instagram, so you can check that out.
James Milner had already commented he likes the green eyes.
That's
Thanks.
right, James, because you're smart.
Thanks, Dan. But thanks.
Smart.
Captain Timbali says desaturated red? Question mark.
Yeah, maybe.
But the flesh surrounding it is already pink, right?
Yep.
Unless you made the flesh around. Wow, no, I was gonna you can make the flesh around it horrible and white, but like your skin color is kind of already horrible and white.
Yep.
And then he adds to that hue contrast with being bright and saturated.
Yeah.
Have you looked into the color wheel and looked what's complementary?
Nope.
What do you think we are? Some kind of dirty professional, Simon? Think we are art teachers? Come on.
Eh.
Yeah.
So what do you have? You have like it's fleshy pinky.
Look in the camera.
I'm looking at the camera.
I'm trying.
What do you recommend?
So it's basically skin tone, right?
It is.
So, Jesus, skin is tough because there's so many different colors in there. So it's
Yes.
probably basically orange. So the complementary color would be blue.
Okay.
Hmm.
And I think most people like the green because it's easy to or an easy trick is not to use the complementary color, so the opposite on the color wheel, but one step left or one step right of it.
Oh.
So you go green, which
Okay.
you go blue, which would be the complementary color, and then
Yep.
you take a step left, which would make it green, or you would take a step right, which
Purple?
is blue, and which would be purple. But purple wouldn't stand out very much because
Yeah, exactly.
you already have rather warm, appearance.
Yes, thanks.
Uh,
I feel like I need to try out the eye, or the eyeball and pupil in black
Yeah.
and white.
What about a
Because-
non-standard pupil?
I could, but it's got to be more challenging.
From the chat, Mark says he paints them like infected spore or sores.
Yeah.
Jade Finch uses an art ink. Symbio Joe says ice blue could work.
Yeah. Ice
Mark
blue would be very
adds
white,
a bit of a
right?
gloss for slimy look.
Yeah.
I would say, yeah.
Well, if you go for the pupil and the eye look, I would not paint it white. I would
Yeah.
paint it off white,
Yeah.
maybe some just a hue of blue in there
Okay.
to kind of get the contrast.
That's interesting. Thanks.
Yeah. Whew. I have to admit that my wrist is killing me
Why?
because I still have that wrist thing going on.
Oh, you have a wrist thing? I don't remember talking about that.
Yeah, I had this bandage, and I think it's going on since November.
Oh, I do remember that. Okay, right.
And yeah, it's still there, and it right now painting is not the most pleasant thing to happen.
Ew, no.
Shit. That sucks.
Yeah, it really does. Well, but because I need to rest my wrist in a sec. I showed it to the folks before here in our group, but what I'm cooking up here, folks, here in the stream, you get a little sneak peek. I'm working on a little game
Yeah.
called Apple Picking 28.
No.
What's that noise for?
What noise?
Marco's going. Ah.
Fucked it up. I
Oh,
fucked it up.
Oh, I thought you were getting mad at Simon's idea. I'm like, what the hell?
No, I love the idea. It's so sweet.
And yeah, I'm trying to paint or draw or whatever you want to call it a rule book.
Amazing.
So I want to release the rule book on my blog at some point, so people can use it.
Is it going to be aimed specifically at kids?
You can play it. You can extend it. You can turn it into whatever you want.
Yeah.
But what I want to plug here is a German podcast. I know it cuts the audience short a bit because there are a lot of English-speaking folks here, but there's a German podcast called Maga Potato. I know it's a weird name, and they had recently a podcast in which they toppled the topic of playing with kids, and they had like two people there who work with kids.
Yeah.
And that was really interesting to view the whole tabletop thing from a kid's perspective. And
Is that what
I think-
inspired this?
no, not sort of, not really. But I found myself coming back to that and finding things. I heard that and was like, okay, that's an interesting thought, and that's good to know, and that's good to know. But I had no use for it at the moment I heard it.
Yeah.
And when I started working on this, I came back to that podcast in my head and was like, oh yeah, now I need to do this and now I need to do that. Because, for example, at the very beginning, I was like, yeah, I'm just building this and make it very easy. And it's apple picking, and it's who picks the most apples first.
Mhm.
That would have been easy. And my son came to me and said, well, but this is not going to be a competition game, right? Because he's scared of competition at the moment and thrilled by it at the same time.
Yeah.
And he was afraid that I would have a competition game for him where he could lose against whoever he plays. And it was so obvious that the first game you play with a kid, especially if it's a tabletop game, is not a competitive game where you play against each other, but it should be a cooperative game.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I felt so dumb when I realized that I almost made this mistake. And from that on, I was very keen on just listening to what he needed and what he wanted. And that is really funny because, for example, because he toppled my whole idea of this game with his let's make it non-competitive. So
Mhm.
the question before was, what's the goal of the game? And the goal was just to pick apples, and whoever picks the most first, and you're and good. And suddenly I needed a new reason for this. Why are they picking apples, and why should it be a little tension and a little bit exciting? And so I came up with a few ideas, and then I turned to him again and asked him, so we're playing this apple picking, why do they pick up apples? And then he made up things why
Oh, amazing.
that would be plausible for him why they should hurry to pick those apples. And one was because they were hungry birds. And that was really funny because I had thought of that as well, that
Like an
birds
enemy?
might be a solution.
Yeah.
And I was surprised on the one side, on the other side, that he came up with the same idea. And then I realized that he was kind of replaying what we experience in our garden, because we have a little apple tree there. And we had quite a few apples this year, and most of them have been eaten by the birds.
Oh.
And we were mad at the birds for eating our apples, and he basically just repeated that, and that was really funny.
That's adorable.
Yeah, and therefore this is going to be. I don't know. I'm setting up the rough idea here, and I'm going to run this as long as he likes. But I have the core rules worked out, and we played the game twice today, and it was.
Oh, you
It was,
did?
yeah.
Oh, amazing. How'd it go?
We finished it. It was pretty cool. Day one we built the models. Day two we painted everything, and today we played.
Awesome.
That was pretty cool, and he had great fun with it, and that was the most important thing, that he enjoyed it. And
Was your other son watching you guys play?
in the first turn, yes, but he basically contributed by throwing around the dice.
Yeah.
It'd be
Um,
fun to
so-
add some sort of an aspect, like what you could make with your apples.
Like pies, or like you fashion
like-
apple armor?
I was thinking food, but
So, yeah, and that was another realization, was that the end of the game is that the harvester bring in the apples, and a grown up, or at least my grown up mind, wanted a what happens then, and a comparability, and okay, and we need to this and we need to that, and he is absolutely happy and challenged by counting the apples we have harvested, and then the game is over for him. And that was,
Ah.
and this, what I like about it is that this whole thing challenged my own perception of gaming and tabletop gaming so much, and
Yeah, of
forces
course.
me to think around things, or think things differently than I would have thought before.
Yeah.
Because it would not work with him, because I can either try to force my game upon him, and then I will be very quickly alone with my game,
Hmm.
or I need to try to make it interesting for him, and that's a great challenge and great fun at the same time.
Have you thought about making birds? The Hungry Birds?
He claimed that he wanted to have Hungry Birds.
Yeah.
But for now we have played the Hungry Birds afterwards. So what we did, I'll post about this tomorrow or so on Instagram.
Yeah.
We have made little apples to be actually hung in the trees.
Yeah.
And so afterwards, it's a great joy for him to, sort of turn around the table and be the Hungry Birds that eat the apples.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's rather cool.
Did you make Hungry Bird models?
No. They're all made up, sort of.
Yeah.
But what I want to do is I want to explore the maybe at one point when we have played a few games, that different quotation marks weaponry, like different harvesting tools,
Yeah.
for example, give you a better ability, or you can either quicker harvest, or you can harvest more apples, but you cannot, carry so much. There are all kinds of variables that I can toy around with.
Yeah.
And it's still being a non-combat game.
Yep.
And that's pretty cool.
I'm so amazed that you made this with your son and played it with your son.
Yeah, me too. And the most fun thing is that at first I thought I was going to make a thing for him.
Yeah.
And while we're doing this, I realized that first of all, we're doing this together. And that he's learning things at a point where I am, which I did not expect, and where I am lucky to be observant and someone who's helping along the
Mhm.
learning process.
Mhm.
And that's pretty cool experience because most of the time you are the one standing at the ground and saying, "Well, don't climb too high or you fall down that tree," and you're always the party pooper. And here, like all the little challenges, like he wants to count those things, but he cannot really count by now further than I think 12 or 13 is his maximum.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's eager to count further because he wants to count all the atolls.
Oh, good.
Or he's learning the basic structure of a game. So how do I move a model? How do I use a measurement tape? What's a turn sequence?
Yeah.
So he at first he didn't understand why he could go twice, or why he just could move that certain distance and not just run up to the tree in one move.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
So how did you explain that part?
Huh?
How did you explain the part to him that he couldn't move as much as he wanted?
He luckily just accepted that I said, well, the rule is that they can just go this far.
Because I say so.
Yes, sometimes I say so is needed.
Well, you could say to him, like, you can't run all the way from here to your kindergarten. You'll get very tired. You have to take rests in between.
That's good.
Few things from the chat.
Yep.
Symbio Joe says biomass picking 28.
Nice.
Captain Timbali hopes you take care of your wrist. He had injury a while back. He was out for half a year.
Oh shit.
Wickbert says, "Woohoo, Magobato, Magobotato."
Make America great again, potato.
Mark says has a for the eyes a glossy mucus-like paint effect around the eye holes on the tulip head for the added fear factor. Symbio Joe says birds make everything better.
Put a bird on it.
Jade Finch thinks your educational games for kids fantastic.
Thank you.
Yeah, makes teaching fun.
Yep, indeed.
And don't forget to like and subscribe.
Is that Jade? Is that? No. Never mind.
That was just me.
Oh, okay, I thought that was someone else contributing. Thanks.
Awesome. Guys, I'm done.
Oh yeah? You're finished the whole gun beast? Wow, that's impressive.
Yes. I'm good, aren't I?
You are. Just
In
like
one
before.
go.
Well, did you get some good ideas for the eyes, Marco, that you're going to try out?
No, the thing is,
Damn it.
I was just about to start working on it, then I thought I'm totally stone dead tired.
Oh, okay.
So I was thinking not to mess with it anymore today, but just leave it as it is because I got some stuff done. I got the carapace on the head done, and attack it when I'm fresh because I'm not my week was like totally packed.
Oh shit.
I'm totally done. No, it's all fine, but it's not. I have no energy left to do anything anymore. So thanks. Have a good time. I'm off.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
Have a good night.
See you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah. Looks like Captain Timbali and Symbio Joe are also heading out.
Oh, getting late. Thanks for joining us, friends. Have a good weekend. And have a good rest. How are you feeling, Simon?
Yeah, well, slowly getting there as well. But I feel like I need to finish that gun because I've sort of mixed something that I like.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll be heading out as well, not long from now.
All right.
But yeah.
Eric, what about you? How's your time?
I got a little bit more time left before
Alright.
I gotta start thinking about getting ready for work.
All right.
Okay, what's your time there?
It is almost 3:30 in the afternoon.
Oh wow. Okay.
I work
So-
a night shift.
Okay. So did I picked that right that you live in Alaska? Or
I was born in Alaska. I live in Washington State on the West Coast.
okay. Gotcha.
Marco, are you still here? Or is your video frozen?
He's still lurking. He wants to hear
All the
how
fun things we say about him.
Yeah.
Man, that Marco, can you believe he didn't like our green eye suggestion? Oh, fuck, man.
Yeah, he's always so picky.
Always hating on anything green. Did it once for High Fleet Moloch. Can never do it again.
Yeah. I would just love for someone to pick up that High Fleet Moloch scheme and give it like an up-to-date paint job.
There's someone on Instagram who is doing very close, but I think
Well,
it's very similar to what Marco did before, like the standard, like not updated.
That's the answer for everything, right? There's someone on Instagram who did it.
No, it's oh god, what's his I know on Twitter he's Spartan something. I think he might be Spartan something on Instagram as well, and he's actually done some really cool conversions for guard models.
Cool.
Like Tyrant Guard.
Nice.
Spartan 71. Hold on, let me go check. It's probably a Halo thing that I don't know. And Blitz isn't here to tell us the Halo stuff, so.
I'm surprised that Mr. Wickerbird is still here. I'm happy to hear that.
Mr. Wickerbird is German?
Yeah.
What's the account? Oh, is that Greetings Way? Oh, gotta like that.
Yeah, the new lobster pot thing.
Lobster Pod?
Yeah, that's the next indie game.
Oh, I haven't really looked at that.
It looks funny. And it has bird people in it.
It has bird people?
Yeah. And apparently is the idea is that it's some sort of historic it picks up or it starts like an alternative timeline in someone's 1700s when some witch burning happened.
Yeah.
And the basic idea is that those witches had been like real witches.
Yeah.
And have cursed like everyone while being burned.
Yep.
And they sort of mutated, and now you have those blends of crabs and tentacle beard faces and apparently birds.
Cool.
It sounds fun. Let me put it that way. It sounds like a fun setting. Nothing I'm going to dive into because I have all my juices in other projects, but
in many other projects.
What?
In many other projects. You got your apple picking, you got your turnip, you got your return to Tyranids, you got your Lictor bust.
Yep. Exactly. And that's why I'm not picking up anything else, but yeah, I'm trying to tick off boxes here. I want to finish this warrior, so I have some free time, or free space, headspace.
Yep.
Yeah, and get things done. But as it seems, I'm heading quickly through this dude here.
See, that's what I should be doing, finishing off the stuff I got to finish, rather than coming up with random baby screamer killers.
Oh wait, so my apple picking is just a lame excuse.
A lame excuse?
No.
What?
No, that's wrong. The apple picking is something that I can do hobby while doing parenting at the same time.
Smart man.
Adaptation.
Yes.
What's that, Eric?
Adaptation. Make it work for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's about right. Yeah. That's I got so excited by this project that it has taken up, my breaks, my lunch breaks, for example, when the kids give me 20 minutes.
Are you working from home right now?
No, I've been sick
Oh,
at
okay.
home
Okay.
this week. But there's no downtime with kids. So yeah. What did I want to say?
Apple picking.
Yeah, because I don't know. I've been sick at home this week, but I have no idea how we should have tackled this week if I would have been working.
Yeah.
Because the kindergartens are going crazy here with COVID,
Oh shit.
and yeah, it feels like they are changing the testing system to shit right now. I don't want to start the COVID whining now, but at the very end of the
Hey, it's about that
stream,
time. It's about the right time in the stream for COVID whining.
yeah, but what can I say? They changed the system, the testing the system,
Mhm.
and it feels like we are basically all going to get it, and they give a shit about kids even more than they did before. And so yeah, we on the one side they're closing down the kindergartens,
Mhm.
but now they said because they made those pool tests. And now they say, well, the pool tests are swallowing up so much resources, we cannot do them anymore.
What's a pool
So
test?
a pool test is that 10 kids spit in the same tube, and that goes. Yeah,
Are you fucking serious?
no, they don't spit in the same tube, but it's roughly the idea that they collect 10 tests in one tube, and that gets tested, and if that's positive, you have a positive pool. So
Is
you
this
don't
like
have.
a Scandinavian, German, very progressive invention so that no little kid is ostracized for having COVID?
No, I've heard of that type of testing where you get 10 different samples and use one test.
Interesting. Oh, to save on the tests?
Yes, to say
Basically,
on the
yeah.
Weird.
So then you don't know who actually
exactly.
is sick. Or
But
like
yeah,
everybody could be sick, or it could have been one person. But
Interesting.
when you're doing, I feel like I've heard that for some of it was either schools here in the U.S. or maybe it was companies were doing that. Like if one person got it, then they would test 10 other people and see if anything happened.
and it kind of makes sense. So you have those quick tests, and in our experience, the results from those quick tests are highly doubtable.
Yeah, they can be false positives, right?
Yeah.
They can give all kinds of
False negatives is more
false.
what I've heard.
Oh shit.
So for example, the tests we got handed by the kindergarten
Mhm.
have they had those lolly tests handed to us, and now in the kindergarten, like 4 kids are positive and have like show signs and everything.
Mhm.
And their tests, the parents still have the tests and try them out, and the tests still show that still negative.
Oh god.
So what? Yeah, in this under this light, as a German saying is, so regarding this, you have those PCR tests,
Yep.
which have been those pool testing, and now they said we don't have enough resources to do all the pool testing with PCR. So what they do is they do a pool test in the kindergarten, not twice a week but once a week.
Mhm.
And when a pool is positive, the kids shall test themselves at home, and see what results they get.
Okay.
And when you think of those quick tests not working, this whole thing is bullshit.
Because they're using quick tests at home.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's not. We have until now. It has been we have a positive pool. those 10 kids need to come in and be PCR tested.
Yeah.
And now it's going to be, we have a positive pool. Everyone goes home and can test themselves. They don't have to even go to an official test site. They just have to test themselves at home and then come back and be like, oh yeah, I've tested myself. And I'm
honor system?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now it's all going to hell, and I think it's just a matter of weeks until we are infected as well.
Yeah.
And this sucks big time because it doesn't feel like a choice. It's like, yeah, we are fucking up the testing system so much until you just have to give up.
Just give in and accept the COVID into your life.
Yeah.
You're a sacred part of it now.
Yeah. And that feels stupid, and the helplessness and everything, and yeah. The only positive thing is that all the kids in the kindergarten are not suffering from grief side effects.
Oh,
we don't know anything about long COVID and what those long-term things might bring us, but they are not, they having a bit of a fever, and basically that's it.
oh, you mean like not very serious side effects, or not very
Yeah.
serious? Okay, we said grief. I wasn't really sure.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole system is fucked. We are fucked. Everything fucked.
Diaconus in the chat says always support COVID grieving.
There you go.
And
You have a supporter, Simon.
no one knows what to do, so they do stupid things all the time.
We have to be seen to be doing something.
Yeah.
I love the image of all these kids spitting in a tube. I actually picture them having like a big bathtub, and they just walk up to it and they just and then they just scoop like a ladle in there and scoop out the spit and just chuck it into a tube and put it in the. Oh shit! After tired comes stupid.
Yeah, like in Vikings.
It just reminds me of that. I don't know why, but it reminds me of that episode of South Park where the parents are making them all spit in each other's mouth to give each other chicken pox.
Shit.
Have you seen that one?
I don't think I've seen that one. I think I've seen a clip of it, but
I only watched like early South Park when it was really stupid and not smart and political, and it was probably one of the earlier seasons. They have like they're like, one of their kids has chicken pox, and it's like, oh man, my kid hasn't had chicken pox yet. Well, if we all just have chicken pox at the same time, we'll just get it out of the way. So they have the kids all over together to have like a sleepover, and then the parents are like, you're gonna play this super fun game. It's called spit in each other's mouth. God,
Yeah,
I do remember.
this is basically what our kindergarten looks like right
there
now.
you go. Wait, before the test, or like I thought kids were just doing that naturally.
Both.
Yeah. Oh my god, made myself laugh.
Yeah.
That's a victory.
Jade Finch Scene says, "Wait a minute, there's only 9 spits in this one."
Who didn't spit?
You didn't spit.
Oh man.
Too good.
So I was really struggling
Well-
with my mini Screamer Killer Carnifex to find like adequate arms, because when I was mocking it up, I just took the little like to give it just like little tiny arms to mount the side so that it has a little more range of motion.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, so I cut them in half, and like the upper part will be the upper arm, and then the lower part is the lower arm. We'll see how it works.
What I wanted to point out, you said about my warrior, is that you're not the biggest fan of Gene Stealer hands as arms, as feet.
Yep.
And I just wanted to point out that I have 4 digits on those feet.
Yes, I still am not a crazy fan of Gene Stealer Hands' feet.
Okay.
I feel like they don't have a heel. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it looks rather flat. You are right.
I think they could work with like modification, but even like I think Marco used them on his flying warriors.
Yeah.
Which
Yep.
again makes sense because like a flying warrior shouldn't have a hoof. Like how's it gonna land on a hoof? But oh shit. But it's still, I don't know, it looks too much like a hand and not like a foot to me.
I can see what you mean. Which doesn't mean that I have to agree.
No, of course. And not like you're gonna change it now. Like, come on.
Nope. I have to admit it was a lazy choice. I didn't
Really?
want to have hands.
But you had
I
this
didn't.
before, didn't you? I thought your urban warriors always had.
No, no. They had hooves.
Oh, okay. Why did you choose to not have a hoof?
Because hooves on Tyranids.
Don't love it.
Nope. And I wanted to have it, something because it's climbing over the statue.
Yep.
I didn't want it to be resting its feet on the ground,
Yep.
and therefore I wanted, to have it holding onto something, having more dynamic in the pose.
Yep.
Yeah, that was basically the reason for hands.
Makes sense.
Yeah, recreating somewhat of that imagery I started with Dim Karen.
Hey, you know what? You just read my mind. I was gonna say, hey, speaking of all the projects on your plate, Simon, are you looking forward to February 11th? Because you know what that is.
Oh yes, of course I know what that is.
What is that? For anyone at home who didn't catch it the last time.
Oh, you're right. We are on a show. So February 11th.
Thought we were just talking bullshit here. All right.
I'm just here for the bullshit talking. Yeah, it's our birthday, right?
Right. It's Creature Conference's 1-year birthday on Friday, February 11th. So we started it on February 10th. So that's the closest Friday to the 10th. So we're going to celebrate.
Yes. And I'm going to have a little something.
A little Karen?
Huh?
A little Karen?
No, Karen.
What? Okay. We agreed. You have to give some kind of update on the actual project that we started that was supposed to be the Creature Conference focus. For you, it was
Yes.
Karen. For me, it was the Death Daisy Tyrannocyte redo. And for Marco, it was his other Exocrine Gun Beast.
Yeah.
And we said that the 1-year anniversary, you have to give some kind of update.
Yeah, so I have to work on the death on Karen that show, right?
You don't. I don't know that you have to, but you have to at least get her out and show people where she's at, and maybe if you work on her on that show, or if you work on her between here and that show, that might be cool. I'm gonna try and work on the Death Daisy before that show to have something to share. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
And I don't know that Marco is going to find time to work on his.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I can squeeze in time for that as well, but
well, then you can work on it on the show.
Yeah, I will, because I feel like stretching those arms here have made such a difference to the whole thing, and stretching the legs. And I would feel lame if I wouldn't do the same for Daisy, because that's the design I want to improve. No,
for Karen?
Yeah, to Karen.
No, that is a really good call. I love that you stretch the arms. Oh man, Bargeist isn't here. I was going to credit Bargeist for doing a lot of arm stretching.
Yeah. And so yeah, I feel like if I'm restarting on Karen, I need to cut her up even more.
Wait, I never said anything about restarting. Or you just mean like working on her at all?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like if I restart, I should also finish.
Right. Because you are a finisher.
Oh,
Go ahead.
From the chat, Jade Finchstein says, Dim Karen conspiracy? James Milner says, sick with extra Ks. Diaconus says, it's Dune over here in Germany. I think that was a reference to governments being cold-hearted.
Ooh.
Tom Wilson says, Simon's got to whip it out on stream.
Work in progress, you mean?
He has
Don't-
the H in there, but yeah.
Don't encourage Simon to whip out anything. I don't think the internet can handle it.
Me neither.
On that note, I think I'm gonna head out, guys.
All right. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
And for
thanks.
everyone watching, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the stream.
Look at this guy. Consummate
Yeah.
professional till the end.
Hey, I
Very-
learned from the best.
Easy. Don't want to give Flynn a big head. Or are you talking about Diana?
I'm not sure.
Well, have a good day at work, man.
Yeah, thanks.
And thanks for making the time.
inviting me. It's been
Of
fun.
course.
So, until
Have a
next
good
time.
day, man.
You too.
Until next time, Metal Beardy.
We'll see you guys.
Okay.
Later.
Bye.
Bye. For anyone who missed it before, that was Eric joining us as the mod. He goes by Metal Beard Eric on Instagram. Yeah, so you can go check out his stuff there. But I'm glad you could join us.
Some ship build he's working on.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Jesus. My hand is cramping. I think
You
I
haven't
should
painted in too long.
Yeah, I don't want to stop, but it feels like I should.
I think you probably
Oh,
should.
we have 1:45 as well.
It's late, yeah.
Yeah, and it's late. I should, and it's late.
Yes, I should go hang out with Nora. She was gonna hang out with a friend of hers tonight. I'm like, I thought we could hang out. And she's like, oh, okay, I'll leave my friend's house early so that we can hang out. So we definitely have to hang out.
Ooh. Yeah, then you better do that.
Damn right.
Don't want to mess with an Orn.
Definitely not. Happy Norn, happy Hive ship.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you to everyone who joined us for this stream. We had a pile of people in the chat. Lots of conversation. I was happy to hear everyone's feedback on the previews. And yeah. And thank you, Simon, for taking the time.
Yeah. Thank you.
And are you planning on posting some pictures of that warrior soon? Because I can barely
Yeah.
see it on screen here. Because I have the
Yeah.
screen very small. Just because of my setup.
I will just finish this layer, and then I'm making another rotary video of it because it
nice.
feels there's so many angles to this. I feel like I cannot capture it in 1 or 2 pictures.
Yep. Well, I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I'm really glad that you're making Tyranids again. And I think there's
I know.
probably a lot of people on Instagram who are discovering your Tyranid brilliance for the first time, so that's good.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I enjoy it.
Good.
You enjoy it.
Well, if you need some more envoys from Warrior Town, you just let me know.
Oh, I will let you know.
Great. All right. Thanks a lot, buddy.
Yeah, thank you. Have a good night.
Yeah, and good night to everyone in the chat. Thank you so much.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Well, the stream looks like it's way behind. That's weird.
I just saw you wave.
You did? Okay,
Yeah.
it's over.